Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. The secret society is in full effect. And the secret society is out there in the UK. All kind of stuff going on right now, man, when it comes to the UK heavyweight fighters. And one Ukrainian and one guy from Croatia. Now, I don't know if you can see this whole thing right here. But there, you can see that a little bit better. So you see this image of Fury and AJ. Then you got Fury and Usyk. AJ at the bottom. Then you got Dubois and the Croatian Hrgovic. Now, we all know the ultimate goal is to get Tyson, Fury, and AJ in the ring for the undisputed distinction. Now, Tyson Fury first has to get through Usyk, which some say that's not going to be an easy fight. But I already told you I think Fury beats him. I just think he beats him because that's the person that they want to win, because ultimately it's all about seeing Fury versus AJ. I don't think he's more skilled. I don't think that Tyson Fury necessarily, even if he didn't have the fight looming with Anthony Joshua, I don't think that Fury would necessarily just get in there and have his way with Usyk. I think Fury gonna get in there and get the win because that's ultimately what they want. Then you see Joshua down there, man. He's super excited, super happy about knocking out Ngannou. I saw him on an interview 2 days ago where they asked to show the clip, and Joshua was more than happy for them to show it. And he still talks about that knockout because Joshua says he knew that if he didn't get Ngannou out of there, then Ngannou could knock him out. And he didn't want that to happen. So I got to respect him for being real. And then he got Dubois and Hrgovic because it sounds to me more and more that this is the fight that they're trying to make. Dubois and Hrgovic. Now, all of this can go a couple of ways, but Oleksandr Usyk has gone on record, right? And he's saying that he's been getting advice from somebody, and he doesn't want to say what kind of advice it is, and he doesn't want to disclose from where he's getting the advice. Now, I personally think he's getting some advice. I mean, I was thinking, who could possibly be giving him advice, right? But then when you think about it, he could be getting advice from Vladimir Klitschko. I don't think Malik Scott worked over there with him. I'm not sure if Malik Scott would give him advice, and because they've come out. That's why Deontay Wilder says things about Usyk. Malik Scott won't say anything bad about Usyk because Malik Scott spent time in the camp with Usyk. So Malik Scott and Usyk have a pretty good rapport. So that could explain why Malik Scott, or I feel he's not 100% in support of Deontay Wilder, is because some of these guys Wilder is feuding with, Malik Scott has a relationship. But the bottom line is, I think Klitschko's giving him advice. Now, we're going to find out exactly what's going on. But even if Klitschko's giving him advice, right? What kind of advice can he give him? You know what I'm saying? What kind of advice can he give him? Because we know if there's something that Klitschko can share with Usyk as a compatriot, I definitely believe that he would, because he wants Usyk to beat Tyson Fury. Remember, Tyson Fury humiliated Vladimir Klitschko in the lead up to the fight. Fury pulled out the fight, didn't give him the rematch, all kind of shit with Tyson Fury. So, Klitschko doesn't think very highly of him. But if anyone can give some kind of advice to Usyk about Fury, it'd probably be Deontay Wilder, to be honest with you. But you can sit back and watch those fights between Fury and Deontay Wilder and get a good idea of what to do and not to do, and some of the stuff Fury was doing. So you want to make sure that you don't allow him to do that shit in the fight with you. But there's so much attention on Tyson Fury right now, with him being a cheat, with the crap between him and Wilder, with him pulling out the fights with Usyk, to the cut, to saying he's going to retire, to everything, right? That I just think even Tyson Fury knows that he got to hold his horses and not take it to the stupid. And I think all of that could show up on fight night. But as far as somebody secretly, sharing information with Usyk, I mean, the only person I could think of is Vladimir. But anyway, whatever happens there, you're going to see what it sounds like they're trying to put together is flip Hrgovic, Daniel Dubois, because there's still the possibility of that IBF strap being shaken loose from whoever wins this fight between Fury and Usyk. Because they're supposed to be going into a rematch. But then you hear the rematch isn't going to happen. Joshua's going to go in and fight the winner of Fury Usyk. But then now you're hearing this other story, and this is what it lets you know, man, the secret society's in full effect trying to sort shit out. That where Joshua's going to sit on the sidelines, let Hrgovic and Dubois fight for the vacant IBF strap, then he fights that winner so he can become a 3-time heavyweight champion. And once he gets that belt, that gives Usyk and Fury a chance to have the rematch. And then the winner of that can go fight Anthony Joshua for the undisputed distinction, because Joshua will be coming to the ring with an IBF belt if he can get past the winner of Hrgovic Dubois. Now, you're sitting here saying probably, God damn, man, that's a lot of information. Well, it is. And that's what it's letting you know, that nothing's definitive. Everything's still kind of soft. It's very malleable, because I don't think anyone wants to commit to anything yet, because they're trying to see what's the best way to go about doing this to where, and I think it's Oleksandr behind all this, to be honest with you, because you can see that he brainstorms a lot. He just has a lot of conversation. And when you got a guy like Eddie Hearn who gets a bit and piece of information, he runs out here to social media and he's sharing that with everyone. But then, 12 hours later, Usyk has another idea that Eddie Hearn throws that out, and it creates mass confusion. So I'm just trying to bring it all together for you, what could be going on. But one thing that got my attention about all of this, right, is how come Anthony Joshua fought like 4 times, right, in like a 12 to 14 month period? Why would he want to sit out the ring close to 6 months? Why would he want to sit out the ring close to 6 months instead of staying active? Maybe his body needs the rest. I don't know, but I'm not so sure of him going 6, 7, 8 months without a fight, just waiting for the winner of Dubois and Hrgovic, if that's a good thing for him. Now, somebody suggested that him taking that time off is because Joshua's trying to get something out of his system. There's no proof of that, but people say all kind of bullshit. But I would think that he'd want to still stay active, but I can only imagine the toll those training camps have taken on his whole body and him mentally. Other people feel Eddie Hearn's just playing it safe because he doesn't want to take AJ now, put him in another fight, run the risk of losing when he has a guaranteed title fight on the horizon, with whether it could be Hrgovic and Dubois or he goes right in against the winner of Fury Usyk. Bottom line is they want to keep their options open. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get bogged down in anything. They want to make sure that they have some fluidity there, so that if a better opportunity were to present itself, they could converge on it. But that being said, let's sit back and see what happens. A lot going on out there in the UK with these heavyweights. I just heard Gerald Miller may be back, could be fighting Cash Ali. Why they would make that fight, I don't know. But it looks like that's something that could be happening. And then the whole Dillian White, Joseph Parker is something else that could be happening, and Joe Joyce and Deontay Wilder. So we just got to wait and see how all this plays out. And the reason why the information and the names are just jumping all over the place is because Oleksandr is sitting there just having conversations. And these guys come out and take those conversations and they share it with the public. And it's like, damn, every 12 hours, there's something new that comes out. And it's like a change to the change. But anyway, it is what it is. That being said, y'all keep cool. There's obviously some work going on behind the scenes. But what I'm the most interested in is what move they're going to make with Anthony Joshua, because they seem to be intentionally keeping him in a holding pattern just to see for what opportunity is going to present itself. And then they're going to act. But I just doesn't make sense to me for them to want to keep him out the ring more than 6 months. But then again, I'm sure if they do, there's got to be a reason. Keep cool, I'm in the breeze.